So I just finished watching Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, and I got a few things to say. I feel like after Flashpoint, DC has yet to make a truly great animated movies. They're perfectly enjoyable. Some of them are actually pretty entertaining and I have fun watching them, but none of them really reach that level of, like Under the Red Hood or like I said, Flashpoint. And unfortunately, Gotham by Gaslight has continued that trend in a way. It's not terrible, it's not bad, it certainly had good things in it, but it's not all that great. I want to start off the video with things that I did like about the movie, and that is the performance. A lot of people, when you talk about the best Batman, and the iconic Batman voice, we think of Kevin Conroy. But not a whole lot of people knows that Bruce Greenwood, he's a pretty damn good Batman himself. I mean, he voiced Batman in Under the Red Hood, and he was terrific. And I would argue that he's even better in this movie. And the rest of the cast did a pretty good job themselves. And I thought the movie was pretty well directed by Sam Liu. I think this guy, he really has an eye for the action, for animation. The action in these movies, like these new DC animated movies. If there's one thing that has been consistent in these movies, that is the action, especially the hand-to-hand combat. It is beautiful. It is so fast-paced. It is, it looks like something Batman would do, and I would love to see it in the live action. We got a little bit of that in BVS, but I would love to see more of those, like fast hand-to-hand combat action from Batman. And I like the musical score quite a bit too. Like, you don't really say that very often in a animated superhero movie, but the score in this movie is actually pretty good. But for me, where the movie really failed is the story. Now, I haven't read the comics, the original novels with the same names, so I can't really comment on if this movie is a faithful adaptation to the novels. But that being said, I don't think it's mattered that much. I mean, a book and a movie are two very different things, and when you adapt it one medium to another, there are certain changes that you have to make, and I totally understand that. So I feel like, is this movie faithful or not, it doesn't really matter, but for me, just the story, it didn't really grab me. Like, it has such a interesting setting, such a interesting concept of putting not just the character of Batman, but just everything in this world, everything about Gotham and the characters in here, and just the people and the feels of Gotham, and just put it in a different setting, a different time, and just that alone should get all the DC fans excited, me included. But the way the story was told was just so convoluted, and the whole time I just want to see more of Batman and Jack Reaper together. I want to see, not like fighting, but I just want to see Batman, doing the investigating, doing the detective stuff, to really figure out who Jack Reaper is. There's a lot of theory going on, like, oh, he's Joker, he's this person, he's that person. When the twist happened, when you finally figure out who this killer is, it is very surprising. Like, I admit I did not see that coming, but because the twist is, is surprising, because the audience did not see that coming, doesn't really make it a good twist. Like, when you think of the movie, before that, the twist doesn't really make any sense. Batman, he just make like a really quick, discovery, boom, like that. Oh, that person is Jack Reaper. And what is it with these new DC animated movies and the sex? Like, every single one of them have like some kind of overly sexualized, characters, and it's happened again here. Like, from the beginning of the movie, it's just cringe-worthy. Like, I cannot talk about it. You guys have to see it, but it cringe-worthy, and it's unnecessary, and I just don't get it. Like, what was that? There's a whole musical numbers that last for like 3 minutes that nobody asked for. Like, I'm watching this movie because I want to see Batman. I want to see a different Batman. Instead, you get things like Bruce Wayne getting arrested and Selena Kyle doing a musical numbers. Nobody asked for that. DC fan, we didn't ask for that. The first 15 minutes of this movie is absolutely hilarious, how they just name drop characters from the Batman universe every 5 seconds. Like you already know who that is. You don't need these people to tell you, okay, that is, Robin, or that is Alfred, or that is, Harvey Dent. They just name drop people like crazy. Like there's a scene where these three kids, they manage to squeeze in the three names of the Robins in one conversation. It is amazing. Like one kid would be like, "Hey Jason, don't do that." Like, "Come on, Dickie." Like, Timmy, come here. Like, some things like that. And I'm like you could have dropped one name, and I, like, as a DC fan, I could have figured it out who the other two are. But no, they have to drop it all in there. You see, a cop with a mustache. I mean, come on. In a Batman movie, of course that was a Joker. Okay, I'm kidding. It's Jim Gordon. Easter egg are fun when, you're not 100% sure if you're right or not. But here, it's not even Easter egg. It's just like, oh, here's all the names recognize from comics and movies that you've seen, and here they are. So overall, if you're a DC fan, it's worth checking out. It's not like a waste of your time or anything like that. There's certainly good things in this movie. The actions are terrific. Sam Leo did a great job directing those action sequences. Bruce Greenwood was really, really good as Batman. They had a really interesting concept, but the story they decided to tell wasn't all that. And the big twist of who Jack Reaper is, even though surprising, sure, but when you stop and look at the events that took place prior to that, it doesn't really make much sense. I think overall I'm gonna give Batman Gotham by Gaslight a 6 out of 10. This really is a bummer. I really wanted this movie to be good. It has such an interesting concept to work with, a talented cast, and a director who obviously knows what he's doing, especially with the action. But the story and pacing wise, it could have used a bit more work. Hey guys, if you have seen the movie, let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And what was your favorite moment in the movie? And if you enjoyed my review, click the like button, subscribe to me if you want to see more review like this. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.